Welcome to the Stitch and Style segment. My name is Belinda Asiamah, and I do this every Saturday with Ninoy and Edith here in the GNTV studio. So if you're watching us live on TV, and if for any reason you're not able to watch us on TV, you can actually log on Facebook and watch us on GNTV Ghana or see our show on Facebook. So it's been a lovely week. It's been an amazing week, and I thank God for bringing us here today, this Saturday. And I actually did something new this week on Monday or Tuesday. I don't even remember the days. I put on my status, on my Instagram page, that people should actually suggest topics or things that they would want me to talk about today. And there were so many of them, I didn't even know which one to pick. But there was one particular one that I felt, maybe with this age and time and with all that's going on here in Ghana, well, we could actually really talk about it and go deep into it. So I'm bringing to you a problem, and then I'll bring to you a solution. So this was a suggestion from somebody from social media. She said her name is actually Rabna. So Rabna, shout out to you. I'm actually treating your topic today. She mentioned that talk about fashion prices, what goes into the charges, and why are things so expensive these days. Girl, I feel your pain. I really feel your pain. And it's amazing how things are getting expensive by the day. Well, there's the dollar rate and all of that, but really I'm not an economics person. We are doing fashion here today, and I'm going to actually elaborate on a few points and give you a few tips as to why things are really expensive and how we can counter or battle the expensive stuff on the market. So the first point for me, my first point for you, is basically quality. So really and truly, when you find that something is expensive, it's really because of the quality. It's because of the quality. Sometimes some things are made of good quality so much that, I mean, they can't help but be expensive. There's so many things on the market that are expensive basically because of what goes into it, the quality of the products, the fabric, XYZ. There's so many things that goes into it, and you would bear with me. Someone shared a story with me some time back. I don't know who, I don't remember. I would have mentioned the names to give you a shout out, but the person mentioned that when you go to China, there's like when you go to the market in China, there are like different kinds of goods. Maybe the same products, let's say like the jacket I'm wearing today, you find it in like 5 types hanging there, and it's all about the quality. The quality determines the price. You find one that is so cheap, and then the next one is a bit higher, so they are in grades. So if you're really looking for something quality, obviously you have to pay a cost. And to also, there's one thing that I put here in my notes that I don't know how to put it. It's basically things are expensive. You have to sacrifice, basically. Yes, you have to always sacrifice something. It's either you sacrifice your money if you're looking for quality, or you sacrifice the tag. You sacrifice the money, or you sacrifice the tag. So when you sacrifice the money, obviously you're buying it at an expensive price. And if you decide to sacrifice the tag, it means that you will not get it as a new product. You obviously have to go to the bend down boutique and get the same thing but at a cheaper rate, something that someone has used before. So you always have to pay, you always have to sacrifice or pay a price when it comes to looking for quality things. And another reason why things are really so expensive is basically the fabric. When the fabric that's used for something is really expensive, obviously the end product is going to be expensive. And again, the design, I've noticed that some designs are more expensive than others, and the things that actually goes into it makes it more really and more expensive. So sometimes when the design is very complicated, there's some cuts here, trimmings here, applique here, there, and all of that, it makes the products really expensive in the end. And also the country and originality of the product. So I've noticed that when you go on the market, we have like different types of fabrics and prints and so many other things. And sometimes you go on the market and you're looking for normal like African prints, like the Printex, GTP, etc. Those fabrics are more expensive. Let's say you get high targets or something for about 12 cedis a yard or 10 cedis a yard, but on this same market you find other African prints for 3 cedis a yard, and you'll be amazed. It's all about originality. Those fabrics are obviously fake fabrics that they bring all the way from China. Not everything that comes from China is fake actually, but sometimes people want cheaper things. People want people to be able to buy their stuff, patronize their stuff, anybody and everybody. So they tend to do low grade products for people to buy. So the country and the originality also really matters, and also the influx of online shops make things expensive. Now people tend to go on online to buy so many things. When they want something, they just look online. You know, the moment you search, you definitely get a response. So as soon as you go online, you find what you're looking for, and it's now people's go-to when it comes to shopping. So it's making things more expensive, because at the end of the day there is competition, but really and truly there's not much competition, because every product is different and every brand is different. So the more and more online shops and online shopping we do, the more expensive things become. And you will be amazed that these same online people, some are actually not original. You will go on the market and you see some of these people. Well, I've met quite a number of people who have online shops shopping in town, and then, you know, hyping the prices when they sell online, because they feel like all those who come online to patronize actually have the money to do so. So these are some of the reasons why things are so expensive. And knowing me for who I am, you know, I'll definitely not bring you a problem without a solution. So I brought you a problem today, why things are expensive, and I'm giving you a solution as to how to battle it, how to battle, you know, these expensive things and all of that. So my first point is give it time. So when something actually comes on the market, or when something is trending or something is in vogue, don't jump at it, because the moment it's trending and it's nice and people are going on and on about it and buying it, it becomes more expensive because the demand is so high. So all these, you know, manufacturers and retailers and whatnot, that's the time that they actually make money out of it. So they decide to hype it because people are buying it, and then the demand is so high than the supply. Well, we are doing economics small today. So since the demand is higher than the supply, they decide to, you know, increase the price for those who will be able to afford it. So if you really like something and it's expensive, give it time, give it maybe a month or two, or die down, and something new will definitely come on. The demand will actually shift to that. Then you'll be able to buy it. You can actually try this tip and it'll work for you. So anytime you see that something is trending, just give it time. I remember when fanny packs came. I don't know if you know what a fanny pack is, but the waist bag, you know, those cute bags that nowadays people put on their waist, fanny packs. When they came, Charlie, I needed one so badly because I needed to take it somewhere, a friend of mine and myself, and we went on the market and we're looking online. It was so expensive. I'm like, I'm not using my money to buy this small bag. So we decided to you know, to go deep, to dig in the market, and we actually found some at a very, very cool price. So always, you know, give it time, give it time, give it time. And my second point is go digging in the markets, like I was talking about the fanny packs. So when you hear that something is new, like I mentioned, just go digging. Chin chrome. If you don't chin, you obviously if you don't chin, you obviously get it at a very expensive price. So you have to, you know, roam the markets, go deep. And some of these places that you can actually find things that are new or things that are in vogue that are quite affordable, Kantamanto, you really get things that are trending on the markets that are cheap. Apparently there's a place in Takoradi called a Bufroom or something. So if you're in Takoradi and you're watching this, go to Bufroom, you get all the latest. And if you are in Tema, you can actually check Community 1, and in Kumasi you can check Moro Market or Edum. I hear those are the places that you can go and do the bend down and you get some of these really nice and trending things. So go digging in the markets, dig as much as you can, and you really find these really, really nice and stylish outfits. Again, if you're looking for this an extra tip, if you're looking to get office clothes, trust me, office clothes are expensive. You go into a shop and, you know, it's not even a designer shop, some of these normal China shops, and you will get a full office shadow for like 200 or 250 cedis. That's the least though. So if you are watching me, this is a tip. Look for first selection. First selection. Go to Accra, go to Rollins Park, or some of these markets that I mentioned. Go inside and look for the ladies under the big umbrellas. They have really, really beautiful and nice office wear that you really be able to afford, maybe 40 or 50. They are nice, they look nice. Most of them are actually really new. So this is an extra tip from me to you with love. And also, the last point is always keep your favorite online store on lockdown. So if you follow a certain store and you know that, oh, this for the regular shops they hardly do sales, but for online shops they do sales every now and then. So always keep your online shops on lockdown. Always follow what they're doing. So you see that they have nice things, but you can't afford it. Just relax, give it time, and when the time comes they will be doing sales. And as soon as you know, because you've been following them, as soon as they start doing sales, you would know and you would take advantage of the sales, and you'll be able to get things that's really affordable and cool prices. So these are the solutions to the problem. I'm going to read the problem and I'm going to go over the solutions again. Someone sent me a rap. Now she says, talk about fashion prices, what goes into the charges, and why are things so expensive these days. And I gave you reasons why things are expensive, which I'm not going to go over, but I also gave you solutions to counter the expensive things on the market. The first point is give it time, give it some time. It will definitely come down to your level. The second point is go digging in the market. I gave you all the, you know, all the places that you can find. The Moro market in Udum in Kumasi, Ebufom in Takrade, Cantonment in Accra, and Community 1 in Tama. Please, the others, my research couldn't go that fast. I couldn't ask for you, but I'm sure you know the areas. Also, when it comes to office wear, like the extra tip I gave you, always look for first selection. I've showed you where you can get some, so you will find it. And also keep your online stores, your favorite online stores, on lockdown, so that when they're doing sales, you'll be able to take advantage of the sales and get really cool and not so expensive stuff at affordable prices. Yeah, affordable prices. So that's it for Stitch and Style today. I brought a problem and I gave you a solution. I probably will be doing the same thing next week, so you can follow my Instagram handle, Biama_24. I'll throw the question at you, and you know, I'll throw the question at you. I'll ask you to suggest something, and then we'll do this here. It's really interesting. Rabna Hagan, thank you so much for this particular question. I'm glad I did it, and I'm sure people have learned one or two things about this whole, you know, countering and battling with expensive prices. So my name is Belinda Asiamah. Today there's no lifestyle. You're watching me live on GNTV on the CER show, and I'll catch you next week. But my Instagram handle is Biama_24. My Facebook handle is Asiamah, and I do this every Saturday with Ninoy and Edith. Catch you next week.